Why do some men stay strong and confident in the bedroom well into their 70s, while others lose it before 60? The shocking difference isn't genetics. It isn't luck. It comes down to one forgotten part of the body that controls everything. Here's the surprising part. Most men never even realize this muscle exists, let alone train it. That's why the decline feels sudden, frustrating, impossible to fight. But once you understand how this hidden system really works, you'll see that regaining strength and confidence is far simpler than you've been led to believe. And the truth is, just a few minutes a day could completely change how your body performs. The hidden reason erectile strength declines after 60. Most men think age is the enemy, that once you cross 60, your body just shuts down. But the truth is, age itself isn't the real problem. It's what happens inside your body as the years add up. Think about it. The same blood vessels that power your heart also fuel your performance in the bedroom. Over time, high blood pressure, diabetes, stress, even certain medications begin choking off circulation. Add in years of sitting, less activity, weaker muscles. And suddenly, what used to be effortless feels impossible. But here's the part nobody talks about. These changes don't just happen in your arteries or hormones. They also weaken one critical set of muscles that decide whether you can stay firm or not. And here's the kicker. Most men never train these muscles, never even think about them. That's why the decline feels so dramatic. But here's the good news. Once you target them directly, you can flip the switch back on. No pills, no risky procedures. So the real question becomes, what are these muscles and why are they so powerful? The overlooked hero, pelvic floor muscles. These hidden muscles are called the pelvic floor. You can't see them, you rarely feel them, and most men don't even know they exist. But make no mistake, your pelvic floor is the foundation of your strength. Picture it like a hammock of muscles, stretching from your pubic bone to your tailbone. They don't just support your bladder and bowels, they control firmness. They control stamina. When they're weak, blood flow slips away too quickly, nerves don't respond as sharply, and erections fade faster than they should. Here's the crazy part. Women are told to strengthen their pelvic floor after childbirth, but men? Almost never. Even though it's just as important for male performance. That's why so many men miss out on the single most effective, natural fix for declining strength. And here's where it gets exciting. You don't need hours at the gym. You don't need equipment. You don't need a complicated program. Training these muscles takes just minutes a day. And the results? They can be dramatic. So how do you do it? Let's break down the simple 3-minute routine that can completely transform how your body performs. The 3-minute daily exercise routine. Here's where things get interesting. You don't need expensive treatments. You don't need endless workouts. All it takes is 3 minutes a day to wake up these muscles and bring real power back. The routine has 3 steps. Step 1, the slow hold. Gently squeeze your pelvic floor muscles, the same ones you'd use to stop the flow of urine. Hold for a few seconds, then release completely. This builds control and endurance. Step 2, the quick flick. Rapidly squeeze and release, like flipping a light switch on and off. This sharpens reflexes and gives you the ability to stay firm when it matters most. Step 3, the endurance hold. Tighten those muscles again, but this time hold as long as you can before relaxing. That's what builds real staying power. And that's it. 3 minutes. No one will ever know you're doing it. You can train these muscles while watching TV, at your desk, even in your car. The secret isn't complexity, it's consistency. And here's the best part. The longer you practice, the stronger you get. And the difference? It's impossible to ignore. If you found this valuable and you want more science-backed tips for men's health, make sure you subscribe right now. That way, you won't miss the powerful techniques we have coming up next. The science behind firmer erections. So why does such a small routine make such a big difference? The secret is simple. These muscles control blood flow.
When you get an erection, blood rushes into the spongy tissue of the penis. But here's the catch. If that blood escapes too quickly, firmness fades. This is where the pelvic floor muscles step in. When strong, they act like a natural pump. They trap blood in place. They keep everything firm, stable. Doctors call this process venous occlusion, and it's absolutely essential for stamina. But that's not all. A strong pelvic floor sharpens the nerves in the area. That means more sensitivity, more responsiveness. Think of it like tuning an instrument. The sharper the strings, the better the sound. For you, that means more control, better sensation, and the ability to perform when it matters most. Now, you can't change anatomy or size with exercise, but what you can do is maximize everything you already have. Stronger circulation, sharper nerve function, and more powerful performance overall. In other words, these exercises don't just restore what you've lost, they help you reach your full potential. And the best part? That's only the beginning, because the benefits of pelvic floor training go far beyond the bedroom. Beyond the bedroom, unexpected benefits. Here's what most men don't realize. When you strengthen your pelvic floor, the benefits go far beyond the bedroom. For starters, bladder control improves. No more dribbling after you urinate. No more sudden urges that catch you off guard. Stronger pelvic muscles give you back control, something most men start to lose after 60. Another hidden benefit is stamina during intimacy. By training these muscles, you gain more control over climax. That means less risk of finishing too soon. Not just stronger erections, but longer, more satisfying experiences. And it doesn't stop there. A healthy pelvic floor boosts confidence. It reduces frustration. It helps you feel in control of your body again. Many men even report more energy, more connection in their relationships, and a renewed sense of vitality. Think of it this way. This 3-minute routine isn't just about restoring one function. It's about reclaiming your freedom, your confidence, and your quality of life. But before you dive in, there are a few mistakes most men make. And if you want real results, you'll need to avoid them. Mistakes to avoid and red flags to watch. Now, while this routine is simple, it's also easy to get wrong. And if you do, you could stall your progress or even cause strain. Let's go through the biggest mistakes men make so you don't fall into the same trap. Mistake 1. Bearing down instead of lifting. Your pelvic floor should feel like it's lifting upward, not pushing down. Pushing adds pressure to the wrong muscles and can make things worse. Mistake 2. Holding your breath. Many men tense up and stop breathing when they squeeze, but breathing normally is key. Holding your breath builds pressure in your abdomen and works against the exercise. Mistake 3. Using the wrong muscles. If you feel your stomach, thighs, or buttocks straining, you're doing it wrong. This exercise is about isolation. Only the pelvic floor should be working. Mistake 4. Overdoing it. More isn't always better. Push too hard and you'll end up sore or fatigued. 3 minutes a day is enough. Consistency beats intensity. And finally, a word of caution. Pelvic floor training is powerful, but it isn't a magic cure for every problem. If you're struggling with persistent erectile issues, painful erections, or severe urinary problems, you need to see a doctor. Sometimes these symptoms point to deeper conditions, like heart disease, diabetes, or prostate concerns, and those need professional attention. Remember, the smartest move is to use this exercise as part of a bigger health plan. Lifestyle integration for maximum results. Here's the truth. The pelvic floor routine is powerful on its own, but when you combine it with the right lifestyle habits, the results can be extraordinary. Start with your diet. Foods that boost circulation, like leafy greens, berries, and healthy fats, they directly support blood flow, and that makes your training even more effective. Next, add cardiovascular exercise. Even a brisk 20-minute walk each day strengthens your heart. It increases blood supply where you need it most. Pair that with good sleep and smart stress management. and you've created the perfect environment for lasting vitality. Think of it like building a strong foundation. The 3-minute routine is the cornerstone. But when you add healthy eating, regular movement, and proper rest, you're reinforcing every part of the system. That's how you make sure your strength lasts, not just for months, but for decades. And here's the exciting part. You don't need to change your entire life overnight. Small, consistent steps build momentum. Each choice compounds. And over time, the difference in how you feel and how you perform becomes undeniable. So remember, this isn't just about exercises. It's about reclaiming control, building confidence, and giving your body the tools it needs to thrive. Reclaiming strength at any age. So here's the bottom line. Losing strength after 60 isn't just about age. It's about neglecting a system in your body, a system designed to keep you performing at your best. The pelvic floor routine is simple. It's discreet. It takes only 3 minutes a day. But the impact? It can change every part of your life. Think about it. Better circulation, stronger control, improved confidence, and even benefits that go beyond the bedroom, like bladder health and higher energy levels. All of that, from training a set of muscles most men ignore their entire lives. And here's the best part. It's never too late to start. Whether you're 60, 70, or even older, consistency is what brings results. Your future doesn't have to be defined by decline. It can be shaped by the choices you make today. If you found this video helpful and you want more science-backed strategies for men's health, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss the practical tips and powerful routines we have coming next. Remember, strength isn't lost with age. It's rebuilt through action.